This guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Going to give this time to the tailback. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Now it's Jackson. This will be caught inside the 10. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. In for the score, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that wasn't exactly a work of art, was it?
No, that wasn't a thing of beauty. That's just why I don't play in points per reception fantasy leagues.
Is that what they call PPR?
The receiver still gets a point there, yeah. And you went that far back, no bueno.
Well, I'll tell you what, I wish I had their defense on my fantasy game.
Well, that 2nd down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long.
Here we go, 50-50. Mike 50. Ready, go.
Looking to throw. Franks, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction. Downfield or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Patriots send out their punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Taking it about the 36. A good return there, 17 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And he'll give it here to his running back. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA. All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics. All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dublin Celtic Tigers and the New England Patriots. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Set. And Lobo. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the run. Watch the run. He's south, baby. Let's go. Check 31. Check 31. Slam. Watch twist. Gone. What happened?
They'll run on first down. It's Phillips. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now a give right side. It's Phillips. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big play there. All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dublin Celtic Tigers and the New England Patriots. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Here we go. Set. Third and pace. Let's go. Yep. Check three. Check three. Check three. Check the backer. Check the backer. 49. Check 49. You're out. Ready.
On first down, Phillips. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Tighten up. Tighten up.
On second down, it's Phillips, and he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
54's Mike. 54's Mike.
Off the play fake. Franks. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and through, and that makes the score 7-0. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now they try the right side here. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They go play action now. Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? It might have had a touch a little bit.
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations?
He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will take it in for the touchdown. A big play there. 78 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. On second down now, it's Phillips trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends.
Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Here's Jackson to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
And this will be taken at the 13.
Let's go, Cody. Let's go. Here we go. Here we go. 60 out yard. Ready.
They'll run on first down. Phillips. And And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put them in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, an MVP carries his team to the playoffs. That's what he's going to need in order to get that award.
Watch the whip. Shit. Check. Dog.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
64, weak. 36, 30.
On second down, it's Woods. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Number 53, Mike 53. Come on, D.
From the 27th, Jackson eluding the pressure right. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Sharp. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face a third down.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Come on, baby. Come on. That's 56.
Play action. Now Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. And what a big-time play there. 54 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Owens. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. 5 yards on the catch there brings up second down. Now a handoff working right. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Third down, Jackson. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry.
On 1st down, Phillips. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. New England on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12. They'll try the left side. It's Phillips. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fielded just inside the 20. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Throwing is Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Sharp. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards there, a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
You got it! You got it! You got it!
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Throwing on second and 14. Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Sharp. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
Kill. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Play action. It's Jackson. He finds Taylor, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Switch gears.
They go play action with Jackson. Flushed out right. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. We don't want this. That's it. Go 58's the Mike.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson going deep here for Taylor. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 12 on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Point after, right down the middle. And that will shave one more off this lead. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'll run on first down. It's Phillips. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Sharp. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A well-executed 22-yard gain. From the gun, Jackson. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Now Jackson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Put that team on the box. Check. Check. Hot route. Hot.
Now they try the right side here. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Right back to him on first down. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I'm coming.
Now Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. And he will take this one in for a touchdown from 6 yards away, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Well, you know, you can't get all the points back at once, but baby steps, a good start.
A start that was sorely needed because this team looked like they might be out of this one, but getting a touchdown, getting back into it, gives them hope as they move forward.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Watch the shift.
They'll try the left side. Phillips. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Check 26.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Ready, go.
To throw on 3rd down. Franks. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it.
At the 47-yard line.
Let's go now. Get 70 in. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Ready, go.
On first down, it's Woods. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Grace don't travel. Charlie. Mike, yep. 50. Rabbit. Mike, 50. And go.
Back to throw. Franks. And he will find his man on the outside. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Watch the shift. Ready. Jet. Ready.
On 2nd down now, it's Phillips. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the under a heavy rush, and down he goes. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point, just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. On 2nd down, it's Phillips, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Looking to throw. Franks. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden, they're down.
Let's go.
First down and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. 3 down. Watch the twins. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
Off play action. Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson over the middle. That's caught by Taylor. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one a 14-yard play, and it keeps this drive moving. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
At the 40-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check. Check 3. Check the backer. You.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Jackson now, rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw it back into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Ready, ready. Tighten up.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And they, in fact, will throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
And a give this time to the tailback. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Pilot 64, weak. Check 24, check 24. Watch safety creep, watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Kill. Ready, go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Phillips. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
On the ready. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. 3 bucks.
They'll run on first down. Phillips. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Now a give right side. It's Phillips, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Bounce, you're out. Slam. Ready.
Back to throw. Franks. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts.
Fourth down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is indeed good. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. So what a turnaround there. A roughing call on the field goal try leads to 1st and goal.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Running in the first quarter, Charles, and never look back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for the Pats, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Dubliners, they'll drop to 10-4 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time. Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of... Well, Coach, the seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Hey, 57, 57. Yellow.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off at the 35. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that. First drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Attack! Hey, alert 3. Hey, check 24. Alert.
They run it with a rookie from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Attack! Check. Right on these two. Hey, Ripley. C6. Motion.
Now here's Mahomes. Going for the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, You'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
61. Matchbox. Right. Come. Safe. 36. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. Attack. Check 37.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danny Shelton muscles his way in for the sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Amendola set to return it. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Lions will take over. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Here's Ty Johnson, rookie 6th-rounder from Maryland. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
He goes, tap, 280. Come on. You better bring it. Slam, level right.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Hey, pick your game up. Hatchet. He's crashing. He's checking crack. Kill.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Set, 280. 50's the mic. 0. You get tired of seeing me. Check safety.
Play action, Stafford. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson. And now it's 3rd down.
Tyrann Mathieu knocks that one away. And when I'm evaluating guys in the game today, who has the best instincts, I'm not sure I put anyone ahead of him.
Really?
Yeah.
You put him up near the top?
I really do. The way that he plays, he almost doesn't have a position anymore. I don't care whether he's a safety, a corner, a nickel, a linebacker. He knows how to get around the football and make plays that affect the game.
0. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
3rd and long. It's Stafford. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 13-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
We want it. Yellow. Check out.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Christian Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Switch.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And incomplete, a disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10.
Mike. That lady. 3, Mike. Crunch time, defense. Kill. 40 got. Be good. 22 jet bomber.
Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. Complete. It's Johnson. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. It's Williams on the catch. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford. Forced out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Zoo. Hey, Mike 51.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play, because if they get the stop and hold them to a field goal here, that's a pretty good job. They're already down on the scoreboard.
A stop now would be vital for them, because it could save them from having to do it multiple times later in the game in order to either get back into it or maybe have a chance to win.
So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Desmond Trufant there making the tackle. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
15. Undercrunch. Check 13. Check 13. Switch it. General. Flash. Safety
10-0 the score after one on EA Sports.
Chiefs nothing.
Mahomes going to fire this out wide to Hill. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Yellow. Watch the screen. Hey, 15. 40. Check. He's coming. Come on, baby. Listen, Hayward. Check back 40. Yeah, let's get a sack. 40's mine. Watch the screen. Check 4. Sponge. No.
And that'll set him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long.
Single. Under 10.
Mahomes going to throw. Out to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Oh, they hate that. Wipes out the big play.
And I know this is the NFL, so they would probably fine you for this type of a penalty. But when I was in college, you used to have to do up-downs for the number of yards that you cost a team in a big play.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their third one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
Check hot route. Hot. No.
On 2nd down now. It's Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
SOS. Like 7. Let's go, baby. Turnover. Get that ball.
From the gun on third down, Stafford. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. And, oh, that is going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And thee coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Jack. Hey, easy.
Another try after the first down sack. Stafford. He's got it to Williams. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. A shotgun snap for Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford got his man. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 27-yard line.
50.
Stafford on first down. And the catch made by Johnson. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Ty Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish. You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
He's coming. We got double up.
On first down, Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, 43, 15.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. DK Metcalf. His 2nd touchdown on the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will get them one closer. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Throwing a Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now Stafford. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
65.
Stafford. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Middle. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Check. Check three. Check the backer. Hey, give me radar. Hey, wahoo!
From the gun, here's Stafford. It's caught. Jones. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
First down 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check right.
Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
– 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, 20.
They go to Johnson again.
Rush in.
They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
You draw portrait.
Third down.
Okay, baby, I see you.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Set. 180. Tight dog. Walk it on.
The first down carry here for Johnson. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Shit. Monday. 21. 80 weapons. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Hey, Foxtrot. Give me that ball, defense.
From just shy of midfield, Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down.
Tighten up. Hey, watch it. 32. Hey, 54.
From the gun, Stafford. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
We got it. Watch. Yellow. Watch the
Throwing now is Mahomes. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Mike 51. You.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He'll find Metcalf. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Jacobs now. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Throwing on 2nd down, Mahomes, and his pass incomplete.
This has been a really nice day for the defense. They've made it so difficult to find open receivers because they're able to squeeze the passing lanes down. A lot of what they're doing is communicating. Receivers in one area, receivers in another area. They're almost what they call passing them off from one defender to the next, even in zone defenses, and making it very hard to find an open spot for the quarterback to deliver the ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Let's go. Hey, Mike 40. In your face. Hey, I got him. That's me. 40's Mike. Here we go. Watch.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Will Harris, the rookie from Boston College, who picked it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you get a decent chance of coming away with the football.
He's airing it out for Williams. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping. 11. Check.
Johnson running right. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 10.
What?
Check. 250.
What we got? What we got? What we got? Back.
Middle. 32.
Throwing on third down, Stafford into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Yellow. I go on. Hey, Ripley.
Pick it up. Slam. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
On first down, it's Jacobs. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's the Pro Bowler Jamie Collins that makes the stop.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Lions' 20-yard line.
Line. I go on. Hey, 57 colors. Attack.
51 from Mike, boy. 51. Check tight.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The rookie DK Metcalf, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Third down. And 8 yards to go.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
40's Mike right there. 40's Mike. I got you. Mike's 40.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And it'll be intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let him know. Hey, alert 3.
Like 7.
Hey, check 24. Alert flare. Whip. Watch the whip.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
50's the Mike. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Hey, 70.
He don't want it.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Let's get it.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 5. And this is going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Second and 9 now from the 21.
Hey, Sunday, on Sunday.
Now this time Mahomes will throw. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left. That's caught inside the 20. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 62 yards. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he's got it. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Danny Shelton able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14.
Down to lose 1.
Now Mahomes. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
Mahomes pass complete to Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Kansas City.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it with Johnson. He was brought down by Eric Wilson. This defense really clamping down. Although they're losing the game still, This second half has been theirs.
And they're winning it. I almost equate it to being a boxer. And whenever you see a good fight, the guy who is on his toes and doing the punching, that's the guy who's winning. And that's the way they're going at it defensively now. Much more aggressive in their calls, much more aggressive in their pursuit.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Kenny Golladay is intended receiver, and it's third down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming. Check in. Hey, pick it up, defense.
On third down, Stafford. This is Johnson. He's got it. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Derek Nottie makes the tackle.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Again, it's Johnson. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
Set. 280.
Mike 51.
We ain't giving up nothing today. And middle.
Hey, turn it up.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Stafford. Oh, he's going to go for it all. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal.
Joker. Alert! Bang!
X3. 218. Chopper.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Hey, switch gears. Check Nick.
59. Hey, 5-0.
Undercut.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
It's 3rd and goal.
22.
Check 13.
Double right.
Switch it.
They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for Detroit, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Go.